You know, there comes a point when you realise something deep inside. You're not stuck. You've just been looping the same patterns, playing out the same scripts, those same old beliefs. It's like trying to get out of the fog, but the mist has been there so long, you don't even see it anymore. And yet it's time to break the cycle, time to make that shift, to realise you're not the victim of your mind, or the world, or anything else. No, you're the one in control. You always have been. Look, think about it. The moment you learn something new, the moment you start walking that different path, your mind will fight you. It'll scream, this is uncomfortable, this is hard. But trust this, comfort is not the goal. Progress is, growth is, change is. When you understand that, when you step into that discomfort, you don't just change, you transform. Let me give you an example. You ever tried to ride a bike? The first time, wobbly, right? You felt like you were going to crash any second. But then what happened? You did it again and again and again, and now what? You can just hop on that bike and zoom off without a second thought. That's how this works. This whole life thing. It's the same with your beliefs. New beliefs, new ways of thinking, new neural pathways. Just like that, those old beliefs, the ones holding you back, they fade into the background. No force needed, just repetition. And here's where it gets interesting. Your personality, that thing you think defines you, is nothing but your default trauma response. It's your brain's way of coping with the things it hasn't yet processed. And yet you think that's you, right? You think your doubts, your fears, your shyness, whatever your flaw is, that's you. No, it's not. You're not your trauma. Your trauma is not you. Your beliefs, they're changeable. The only reason you've been running on autopilot is because you've been playing this role for so long. You forgot you can rewrite it. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm pointing to? It's not you. It's just your story, and that story, you've been telling yourself it for so long, it's become your reality. You don't have to keep living it. You don't have to wait for the world to give you permission. That's where everyone gets stuck, waiting for validation, waiting for the news to tell you it's okay to move. Hell, waiting for the perfect moment. The outside world doesn't control you. The outside world is a reflection of what's going on inside. You control it. Stop letting the news drain your energy. Stop letting fear keep you stuck in loops. Fear is a vampire. It sucks your life force, your optimism, your drive. You're addicted to the drama, addicted to waiting for the world to tell you what to do. But you're the one in charge. You don't need permission. You are your own permission slip. Want to know what happens when you break this cycle? You ever seen someone who just shines? They don't need to prove anything. They don't need to tell you how great they are, because their energy says it all. You feel it, you sense it. It's like a magnetic pull. And what do they have that you don't? The belief that they're special, that's it. They know they're special. And you're just as special. You've been playing small, because your old stories kept you trapped. But change the story, change the energy. You want to be magnetic. You want people to feel your presence before you even speak. Then you need to step into that. Your beliefs shape your reality. You've been walking around thinking the world shapes you, but no, it's the other way around. You shape the world. You walk into a room with your head held high, chest open, you speak with power, you breathe deep. Every little detail counts. The way you stand, the way you speak, the way you breathe, each of these shapes your reality. And yes, I know, sometimes it feels like the old you. The one who's conditioned by neglect, by emotional scars, by fear. It's pulling you back. You didn't learn how to control your emotions. Your fears became your comfort zone, but guess what? That's over. It's time to unlearn. Time to stop blaming your circumstances, stop blaming your past, and start focusing on your future. Focus on what you can control, your state of mind. You've been living in that constant emotional neglect, reacting out of fear, out of scarcity. But now, you're learning to distance yourself from those old emotions, those old beliefs. You're learning to control your state, to reframe your reality. And you know what? It becomes effortless, just like riding that bike. You keep practicing. You keep walking that new path. It becomes automatic. Look at it this way. Every belief, every pattern you're running, it's like a groove in a record. The more you play the same track, the more it repeats. But what if you change the track? What if you throw in a new beat, a new rhythm? It starts to play itself. And just like that, you're in control. You've learned to control your state, your emotions, your mindset. You stopped giving energy to the old loops and started creating new ones. Ones that lift you. Ones that bring you success, confidence and charisma. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about positive doing. You act and the world will follow. You control your responses. You make your own decisions. You stop waiting for the universe to drop it in your lap. You go out and create it. And the more you act with certainty, with confidence, the more the universe mirrors that back. How does this change your life? Well, if you truly start owning your beliefs, if you stop letting external circumstances dictate how you feel, everything shifts. Relationships change, opportunities come. You no longer wait for things to happen. You make them happen. And here's the kicker. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. But you've got to move. Action creates clarity. The more you move, the clearer the path becomes. So the next time you feel that fear, that hesitation, that old story creeping in, remember this. You are in control. You control your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. You create your own reality. No one else does. When you believe that, when you believe that you're in charge, that's when everything shifts. That's when you become the creator, the master of your own world.